And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Furrow Publications YouTube channel. This channel we talk about zines and DIY publishing. And it has been a little bit since we've done some zine reviews, but today was one of those days where I just felt like I need to read, I need to create, man. And anytime I create, I always have to read and consume fucking art, man. That's just kind of like the way I function. That's my flow. So these are the zines that I read today. We're gonna get into each one of them. Paranormal Nexus by Placinda. Rain Barrel from Rain Barrel Zines, Smash That Scan Button, and Wellness Volume 2 by Nicole. Let's go ahead and peep these zines out real quick. Wellness Volume 2. And we got this zine here from Nicole E. Schlosser, printer, zine store artist. Really dig this business card design. And I actually dig the design to the zine. I like it. It's poems. It's cut and paste. It's in 2 languages. I'm not sure what the other language is. I thought it was Spanish, so it might be Italian. And it's basically like a book of poems. And so I was gonna read one of them to you guys. And it goes, acceptance of each other as unique selves, acceptance of the social and the flesh, a boiling of experiences we seek to own, a conflicting feeling of odd in the odds, sparks of light through the wall, slippery depths to be grasped, beauty emerging from the clash. But I need your arms for this one, a kind of act of letting go, opening doors hand in hand, defining our space within our many more, a space of unknowns searched by both, hiding a beauty to behold, beauty that seeks to blossom, my potential for me, your beauty as hope. Despite the stink and hurdles, my dearest friend, I will always be ready for another go. So once again, that's Wellness Volume 2, and that's by Nicole. Next up, we got Smash That Scan Button. So I'm wondering how this zine was made. It's a photo zine, and like, I can't imagine this just being a scan. It feels like a picture, but if that is a photo taken through the scanner, I would love to see a video on how that's done, because I almost cannot imagine this being scanned through a scanner. And this is by Olivia Thompson, Olivia M. Gosh. Rain Barrel, boom. This is by Rain Barrel Zine. And this was an amazing, great read. Definitely is one of those Persians that are coming out of the COVID era. And Rain Barrel knows it. And what I loved about this is just, it's kind of the random things that Rain Barrel is doing during quarantine. And a lot of it revolves around being a single mother. A lot of it revolves around her creative self, and it's just fun and interesting. It's like an honest conversation with a friend. And you know, this portion I liked a lot, where she talks about Quimby and basically how this is, you know, zines and zine reading and zine creating is kind of like a safe space for her. And so I'm glad that she's making zines. And I just like the way she writes. She writes in a way that's very human. And like I always talk about those first-hand accounts, this is definitely one of them. Of like, this zine goes from topic to topic, and it kind of just, it keeps going through these things that Rain Barrel is going through during the quarantine, and things that she's trying, such as connecting back with old friends, moderating her drinking habits and experimenting with her drinking. Other things like getting back into zine making, zine readings, how the quarantine affected something that she enjoys a lot, just like me, which is running. All of this makes for a very interesting and fun read. And like I said, these are some of the zines that I know future generations would probably want to get their hands on, just to get a deeper sense and feel of what the quarantine was like. Rain Barrel, hella tight. This is by Placinda Production. Conspiracy theory true: when alien invaders came to Earth, it shattered us. But I always love Placinda Production and the way they do what they do. I will say that this reads like a poem, and it just reads so well. And I want to read this right here, which says, Alpha roars, Beta bows, Gamma rips them both to nothing, as they always were, nothing. And basically it says, thank you for reading the end. This poem is written from the perspective of a fictional character named James. He appeared in our short films Deadpan and Harvest. These films are part of a web series we have dubbed the Story Series. The entire saga can be viewed at youtube.com/Lucinda. Go to the playlist tab and select stories and the side stories. To delve into the world further, other short stories, poems set in this reality. I fucking love it, man. Lucinda Production is literally building their own universe using whatever medium they can, using their podcasts, zines, and YouTube videos. And I haven't seen world building like that anywhere else, honestly, in the underground media and underground print community. So, like, I fucking love it, man. So those are the things that I read today, and like I said, like there's a lot of things that I take away from these kinds of things. If you are making a perzine at this time, honestly, like I said, like these are going to be something that I think every zine library should have a section dedicated to perzines during the quarantine, because it is kind of a social phenomenon that a lot of people have not lived through, have not dealt with, and I think that a lot of zine makers, it's two things. One is therapeutic to go ahead and make a zine during the quarantine, but as well too, it is something that is documenting such a strange moment in human history, right? Because this is something that's affecting the whole world. And so I would love to read more perzines about the quarantine and seeing how people are dealing with it, what are their struggles, their ups and downs during this, and how they're overcoming those situations. So absolutely love the Remeber zine. I thought this was amazing. As always, I love when zines give you homework. Like the idea that there's a whole playlist of videos that exist within this world, this realm, and it's like, go ahead, go peep that out. Fucking love it, man. Smash that scan button. It's another one of those things that just gives me this crazy idea of like, I've never tried fucking with my scanner to see what I can come up with. And it's one of those things of like a different medium, a different artistic style or artistic expression to try to play with and to see what you can come up with. And I have a scanner here, and you know what? I have an abundance of time. So that's something I think I'm going to check out and peep out and see what was done and how it was done. And maybe that'd be a YouTube video in and of itself, right? I think that would be interesting. And lastly, we have wellness. Now, I love the aesthetic on wellness. And like I said, I love any zine that is multilingual, meaning that it's open to just more people. And I enjoy that, and I respect that as someone that speaks two languages. I think there's not enough zines that are just trying to be as open as can be. And so I definitely enjoyed wellness for that reason. So that's Wellness by Nicole. So these are the zines that I read today on my zine reading quest. Beyond that, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Late.